Hey, dude, what's going on? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update for XRP. And what we're going to do today is go over an article first of what I saw and I found. And I think this is important. This says crypto giant Ripple bagged this massive partnership. And this happened yesterday. So we're going to get into all that. And then at the end of this, we're actually going to go through the technical analysis as well. But I wanted to put this out there because this news is significant for XRP. And it just shows the power of the expansion that XRP has been having with these cross-border payments. So guys, if you get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Bear with me today. We're going to go through the article, then we'll go through the technical analysis. But what this says is crypto giant Ripple bagged this massive partnership. This is by Nick Chong, and this is EthereumWorldNews.com. What it goes on to say is Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have had a great start to 2020. And according to a recent announcement, Ripple is starting off the new year with a bang as well. Ripple joins hands with Thailand's oldest bank. And this is a big deal, guys. I mean, this is the oldest bank in Thailand, and they're willing to accept and adopt Ripple. And what it goes on to say here is a crypto-centric fintech company known for its affiliation with the XRP digital asset. The company has just partnered with Siam Commercial Bank, SCB, Thailand's oldest bank at over 100 years old, to change the lives of their over 16 million customers. This partnership will see two entities create SCB Easy, a mobile application that runs on Ripple to deliver instant, low, cross-border payments. While exact details about the application are seemingly still up in the air, a demo of the Ripple-based application shown late last year showed that payments could be made within a minute, 40 seconds to be exact, at a low cost. And this is why it's so important. If we go down here and look at this little quote here, it is so difficult to send and receive money today. People must physically go to a bank branch, fill out long and complicated forms, and wait for payments to be received with no transparency. With our service, their loved ones from abroad can transfer payments and receive money immediately. Imagine you are a tourist coming to Thailand and you can use your home country mobile application to scan for payments and eliminate the need to exchange for local currency. You can use your mobile app, scan the QR payment, and receive goods right away. So in my opinion, this is a huge partnership that Ripple is landing here with Thailand's oldest bank. And the fact that it is the oldest bank and they'd be willing to accept and adopt this new technology, I think that is a big deal for XRP. Next, we're going to go into the XRP chart here. And what we're going to be doing is looking at XRP on the 4-hour time frame, and we're also going to be looking at this on the log scale because we're going to be paying a lot of attention to this yellow downtrend line. This is what we ultimately need to break out of. And what you can see, guys, is once we had this volume step back in here, and this was around 17 cents is where the bulls stepped in. Since then, we've been having higher lows coming in, but we pushed up to this key resistance area around 22 cents, and that's where we saw some rejection. And we're going to zoom into all this, but this was the rejection line that we saw. So now what we're looking to see is if XRP, since we cooled down here after that massive spike, if we can find some type of support right in this area around that 20 cents to find support, set that higher low, and then potentially come up here and try to get over this yellow downtrend line as well as this 22, 23 cent overhead resistance that we have. It's going to be so important for us to eventually get this trend line break. If we can get the trend line break, that'll mean in the macro sense that the trend is changing for XRP and we can start making those higher highs and higher lows. But ultimately, we need to get out of this macro downtrend that we've been in for over 6 months. I think that's something that's really important for us, and we have to get out of it. Otherwise, we'll just keep getting pushed down because, guys, this could just be considered a lower high in the macro sense, and then we could just start dropping back down. If this area where we're finding a higher low now cannot get over top of that 22 cents in the days to come, that's going to be important. We don't want to set some type of double top or not even make it up to that area. That would show weakness, and it'd be a lower high, and then most likely we'd start to roll back over. But I do like to see that we're having some defense here of this 50 moving average on the 4-hour. That was one of the areas I was looking at for a potential bounce. After we had this big spike on heavy volume, a lot of times you'll pull back into that 50. So guys, in purple, that's going to be our 20 moving average. In orange, that's going to be our 40. And then in pink, that's going to be our 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. And what you can see is the bulls stepped in exactly on that 50 moving average, guys. And that's why technical analysis is so important, because a lot of these areas and things will repeat themselves. And if you can understand these and you can learn these, that would be a good buying opportunity. Right at that 50, that would have put you down here, guys. We'll do a percentage range for you just to show you what you could have picked up there. So say you bought off the 50 when it got down to there. you're looking right now at close to 3% gain. And for day traders and things like that, that can be enough profit right there. But for me, what I like to do is short-term trading and swing trading. So say I was to take a position off here, I'd want to hold it until we run out of steam from that position and then reassess where we're at. But right now, guys, for me, the main thing for XRP is to continue this uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. And this is the higher lows that have been coming in. And I'm going to actually just draw a quick rough trend line for us here. We're going to want as many touches as possible. So let me adjust that. So guys, this is what we would be looking at right here. This is the uptrend line that needs to hold. Remember, we change trends first in the short term, then the intermediate term, and then the longer term. And right now, this is still considered a short-term uptrend that we're in. But we do need to find support right off here and continue this move to the upside. And guys, what I wanted to do next was step out to the one-day chart. And I wanted to look at the candle formations that we're having there. So same deal, guys. When we put in this bottom here, this is what's called a bullish piercing pattern. We came up over 50% of the previous long day down candle right here. So this was a bullish piercing pattern, came on some volume. This potentially could have been the bottom for us. We just need to continue to have these higher lows coming in and see the bulls step in those areas. So right now we're up above the 20. We're trying to find support on that, but we're below that 50 and that 40. So we need to get back up above there. We had to close up above the 50-day moving average, and then we kind of lost it in those 3 days where we were getting pushed to the downside. But this is where we need to find a bounce off of. Next, I wanted to look at our RSI on the 1 day. RSI is at 51. You can see we're kind of pointed up here, still continuously having these higher lows coming in. So that's good. You could even draw a trend line on that if you wanted to watch it and make sure that we don't break down through there. So the RSI is looking decent right now. And then the next one I wanted to do was our stock RSI. Stock RSI is at 54 and 64. We got our downward cross right here, but still plenty of more room to run to the upside if we start to get that curl there, guys. And then I wanted to pay attention to our MACD as well. Last one I wanted to look at here with you. So MACD histogram is starting to tick to the negative. We had our bullish cross back in here. We're still up above it. We're just going to have to watch to see if we can stay up above it or if we're going to start ticking back to the downside there. So that one's not telling us a ton. But right now, guys, this is the area that we really need to support. We need that higher low, and we need to see this downtrend line defended. That's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm paying a lot of attention to for XRP. And another thing, guys, that Brad Gerlinghaus, the owner of XRP, I believe yesterday I was reading an article. I don't know if it's, I can't confirm 100% or not, but it looked like he just dumped more coins on the market potentially when we were up in this area here, and he's actually been exchanging it into Bitcoin. So that's something that you want to watch out. It seems like each time XRP has a pump, then you're going to have all these coins dumped on the market, and that's where it's hard to continue to gain its ground and continue to make a move to the upside, because each time you make that move, then you're having these people dump the coins on the market, and then the price drops back down. So that's kind of the trouble that we're having. But guys, wanted to put this on your radar. Huge partnership for XRP. Let's see if it's going to affect the price. Let's see if we can set a higher low here and potentially come up here and test this yellow downtrend line. That's what I'm looking for, at least. But just be cautious in this space, guys. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you all being here with me today. Have a wonderful Friday. God bless you all.